Welcome to the fifth week of your online learning. This is a music class, my beloved night creators, my wonderful students. I was not too happy when I went to mark your class activities and your assignments. Just a handful of you participated. Please, if you don't participate, how will I be able to evaluate you? Please, if you're finding it difficult to use your computer, then you can just write it on a piece of paper or in a book, snap it, make sure it's clear, then you send it to me. I'll be able to take it from there. Now, I would want us to look into a topic most of you have always been asking me to do, even when in school. You've asked that I compile this musical science and give you. So that's why I've chosen this topic today. Okay, so we shall be treating musical terms, signs, and abbreviations. Now, at the end of this lesson, the student should be able to 1. Identify musical terms indicating intensity of sound. Intensity simply means how loud or how soft the sound is. So, you should be able to identify musical terms indicating intensity of sound. Now, identify musical terms showing speed, tempo, speed. That's how fast or how slow the song is. Thirdly, you're supposed to interpret musical terms indicating style of performance. Style of performance. Now, I want you to know that the major difference in eras, as the eras of music, the romantic, the classical, the baroque, and the rest of them, is majorly in their style of performance. So, you should be able to interpret musical terms indicating style of performance. Most of those musical terms came out during those eras. Then finally, you should be able to explain some musical signs and abbreviations. Okay, let's look into musical terms, signs, and abbreviations. Musical terms, signs, and abbreviations are always used in music for effective performance. Now, I want you to imagine an essay without punctuation marks. It's going to be very flat and meaningless. So that's the effect of this musical terms, signs, and abbreviations to music. Without this punctuation marks in music, without this extra effects, the performance wouldn't be worth it. So, these musical signs and abbreviations are always used in music for effective performance. Now, composers usually use these terms to give direction on how their music is to be performed. Remember, not all composers are the conductors or the music directors. Now, composers are those that write the music. Music directors teach the music, while conductors controls the music during performance. So, composers usually use these terms to give direction on how their music is to be performed. Just like writing a script and giving it to the director. Writing a script and giving it to the director. So the composer just try to tell you, okay, this is an inspiration. This is what I want it to be at this point. This is how I want it to be at this point. And after that, it will be resolved. Then I want us to know finally that they are usually in Italian language. These musical terms, signs, and abbreviation are usually in Italian language. Now remember, the Italians were in the forefront of music. They were in the forefront of music all the way. The Gregorian chants and the rest of them, all from Italy. That's why most abbreviations are in Italian. But other countries do have theirs too, sure. Okay. Musical term indicating intensity. So we shall be looking at musical terms indicating how soft or how loud the music should be. And the first we shall be looking at is piano. Piano means soft. So when a conductor tells you piano, it means you should go soft. You shouldn't be loud again. Hmm? Then when he tells you mezzo piano, you should be moderately soft. It shouldn't be very soft, just moderately soft. Moderately soft. Then pianissimo means very soft, as in you shouldn't be heard kind of sorry. You shouldn't be heard kind of. Pianissimo means very soft, very soft. Forte, forte, loud means loud. You should come up loud. Then when you're told mezzo forte, it means moderately loud. Moderately loud. When you're told fortissimo, it means very loud. Very loud. Now, crescendo means gradually getting louder. Gradually getting louder. Diminuendo, gradually getting softer. Decrescendo, gradually getting softer. So you see, the minuendo and the crescendo are almost the same thing. They are the same thing. Then più piano, more softly, more softly. Più forte, more loudly or more louder. Hmm? Then finally, meno forte, that's less loud, less loud. Okay, so these are musical terms indicating intensity. The musical terms indicating intensity. Now let's look into the musical terms indicating change of speed. Change of speed. That means how fast or slow the music is. Change of speed. And the first one is adagio. Adagio. And it means slow. The second one is allegro. And allegro simply means fast or quick. The third word is ardente, ardente, at a walking space. Just take your time at a walking space. Then lento means slow. Remember, lento means slow. I think lento should be slower than adagio. Then largo, largo means slow and broad, showing that you should be specific about the notes. You should stress the notes. Largo, you should take your time. It gives you extra effect. Then presto, quick, should be quick, very fast. It means you should be quick. Allegretto, rather lively. Remember, allegro means fast or quick. Allegretto means rather lively. A tempo, in time, in time. You should do it in time. It shouldn't be scattered. Like most times, some recitals are without timing. You just sing. But when it is a tempo, you should sing it in time. Then tempo guzzo, tempo guzzo. In strict time, you should follow the time strictly. Tempo prima, speed at first. That means this is when you must have used two or three kind of speeds. They will now tell you tempo prima. You should go back to the first speed you used. Moderato. Moderato simply means it should be moderate. Moderate, not fast, not slow. It should be moderate. Okay. Now let's look into the abbreviations for musical terms. Abbreviations for musical terms. Now those terms we've identified. Let's look into their abbreviations. Now piano, you can just abbreviate piano with P. Mezzo piano, MP. Pianissimo, PP. Forte, F. Mezzo forte, MF. Fortissimo, FF. Molto fortissimo, FFF. Crescendo is represented with cres. Diminuendo, the abbreviation is dim. Accel, that's accelerando. Ral or rit, rallentando, that's gradually getting slower. So it's represented with either ral or rit. Huh? Okay. Now let's look into the musical terms indicating speed. Musical terms indicating speed, and we have three of them. We have the accelerando, which is gradually getting faster. We have the rallentando, which is gradually getting slower. We have the retardando, which is becoming gradually slower, which is gradually getting slower. You also know about the diminuendo, which is gradually getting slower. You understand the crescendo also gradually getting um, louder or faster. Sorry. Now let's look into a term indicating style of performance. Style of performance. The largo, which means smoothly. If you just do it smoothly, connect them smoothly. Staccato. Staccato simply means short, detached sound. In fact, in music, in singing, it is called touch and leave. Touch and leave. You touch the note and leave it. Touch the note and leave it. Then alamasia is in a marching style. Most processional or recessional songs in the churches are in alamasia. And marcia simply means march. Then morendo, dying or fading away. When you hear a sound and it's quietly going out, it's fading away. Dolce, sweetly, sweetly. Dal capo, repeat from the beginning. Dal segundo, repeat from the sign. Poco a poco, little by little, little by little. Then a cappella. When there is a cappella, that means the instruments are supposed to stop. Only the choir will be singing. A cappella simply means unaccompanied music. Then finally, we have the fine. Fine, it comes at the end of the song. It means the song has ended. Okay, with this, we've come to the end of our class today. I hope we were able to understand what we're supposed to. I'm also going to advise that you make more research. You make more research about this because there are dozens of them. So you make more research. Try and do your class activities and your assignments too. So it's my sincere prayers that God is going to keep us safe as we wait to see the end of this pandemic. Please stay safe. Bye bye.